All right. I know we haven't done one of these in a little while. It has been like crazy busy, and I know everybody's schedules are absolutely insane. So I always have my notes too. One day I probably won't need to use these, but I still always have notes. So I just wanted to say how proud I am of all of you checking in. I see you guys. I watch. Sounds super weird and creepy, but I watch you guys and I see who's checking into the groups. I see who is being active. I know, like I wait for Christine's post to come up because I know it's going to happen. Like I know Brianna and Danielle's posts are going to come up. I just know, and there's a few girls on here who check in regularly who I know that they're showing up. And I know sometimes it takes a little bit, especially when you're new, really getting like in the swing of things. So when I first started, I was like, oh my God, what am I checking into? I have no idea. Like, what do you want me to post a picture all the time? Whatever. So it can really be anything, but it's just, I have witnessed people do so much better when they're actively, hey, Becky, when they're actively, oh, her face, she probably just got done working out. Trooper right there. But when you're actively involved in the group. So that was something for me. When someone told me that I was going to be super successful if I was checking into the group, you better believe, you see my posts all the time. I check in every single day, even on the weekends. It's like a no-brainer. I like wake up, I do my personal development, I check in with you guys, I do my work. Even if I have to post at like 6 o'clock at night, like I'm still posting, I'm still showing up. So that is something that I just want you guys to be aware of, because I am going to start doing these like little incentives each month. And I just think they're fun. I mean, who doesn't want like free gifts? So Christine and Emily were my winners. So I just sent their stuff out. So just be aware, just really be actively involved, because I want to see you guys showing up. I want to see all of the hard work that you're doing. So checking in. So staying active each month. So all of you basically get the shakes each month. So being active, I just want to like briefly explain what this means. And I think there might be a file in there. So each month you need at least 50 PV points. So, hey, Emily. So you need at least 50 PV points. So what does that mean? So Shakeology is 90. I drink my shake every single day. I get that. Mike gets that every single month. He's one of my coaches. So at least if the shakes for some reason you don't want to use or anything like that, I want you to still be active, because if you ever do want to help people or people start asking you, you need to be active, because it's going to show up on my end inactive. So it's like you're not, oh my God, that sounds terrible, but it's like you're not really there. Like you're kind of just like your name's there, but you're not technically there. So that's something. So take a look. Like I want, this whole call is really emphasizing the importance of what I'm going to share in like a few minutes. But I really want the people who are going to hustle. I will help people to no end. If you join me and you never in your life want to ever sign anybody or help anybody else, I will still love you. I will still help you. I will still get you to your goals. That is fine. This call is, I mean, and you guys know I am there. I try to answer back. I feel like I'm pretty good with you guys when you text me or reach out. I'm pretty on it. So please let me know if there's ever any issues or anything. I want you guys to be successful. So, so staying active. So drinking your shake every single day. I did not drink my shake yet today. So after this, I made Reese peanut butter cups. So I know some of you are new, so I can always tag you guys in that. It is, if you don't want to drink your shake one day, Reese peanut butter cups, they're freaking amazing. So I made those with my Shakeology. You can make mug cakes. You can be so creative. If you don't want, I don't know, if you want to make it a treat at night, do something like that. And then another thing. So I feel like when I joined, you guys all know Rhonda or have seen her, have maybe jumped on one of our like big team calls. So she does not take any BS. She doesn't really take excuses. And I think that's why, I mean, I don't really either. And I feel like that's why I'm at a certain point and why I'm really looking for you guys to reach that next level. Because I think sometimes we allow ourselves to tell ourselves all these excuses of why we can't do something, why we can't do this, or why we can't do that. We all have the same 24 hours in the day. And I know all of you, I know Morgan is crazy busy. Like I know some of your schedules are like out of this world. Totally get it. And I'm so proud of you guys for taking those 20, 30 minutes, however long your workouts, whatever program you're doing, and making those about you. Like Emily, she has like 3 little babies. Like I can't even take it, but like she decided to jump in and do this for her because she wanted it. So I just want you guys to really be aware. If you're telling yourself these excuses all the time of, oh, I don't have time for this, or, oh, I don't have time to do that, just really think, is this something that you really want? And it's not even just about, it doesn't even have to be about the business side of things, but it's about your goals. And that's when I always bring it back to your why. So why did you reach out to me? Why did I inspire you? There has to be some reason that you guys reached out to me. It's not just like, oh, I was bored and I reached out to Danielle today. There has to be a reason. And that is why I reached out to my upline coach. I was tired of sitting on the sideline and watching people live this life when I was like, they're no different than me. Why am I not like doing this or doing that or getting the results that I want? And I was like, F it. Like I'm going for it. And here I am. And I always think, I'm like, I don't know what, I mean, Danielle and Brianna have been with me the longest. Like some days I'm like, I don't know what I would do if like I didn't have Beachbody, like just the people that I have met. And I know some of you, but some I've never met, like just found through social media. And I think it's just important to really, really, the days that you're having a hard time and you just like want to stop and quit, whatever, just remember your why. And it could be anything. It could be just personally you, like, I really want to lose the last 20 pounds that I want to, the last 10 pounds, whatever. I have a wedding coming up. I want to be a super mom for my kids. Like there's just so many different things. So never lose sight of that. Don't let your excuses just get in the way of that. Cause I see so many people, like my worst thing is when people quit. It like kills me inside because they don't even allow themselves. It's so fun. I was reading this book. If you guys have not started it, Girl Stop Apologizing. It's at Target. But she talked about giving up on your goal, because if anyone else is inconvenienced, then your goal must be wrong. And I was like, damn, I got to bring that up tonight. Because, when we have 800 things on our plates, some things go to the wayside. Maybe we can't spend as much time with our significant other, or maybe we're busy and we have other things going on. Does that mean that your goal is wrong? Does that mean if I know some of you really want to be successful in this business, is staying up a little later or waking up a little bit earlier going to get to your goal? Maybe you'll be tired, but guess what? In, I don't know, a year, 2 years, depending how hard you hustle, you could be like doing things that people would imagine to do. So I just want you to really be aware of just the things that can happen in this business. And just, if you really just set your mind to it, you guys can do it. I see so much potential in all of you. So that is just something. I will be hard on you guys at times, and it's all out of love. Don't ever take it personally. Like, I want you guys to be successful. And I feel like if I wasn't pushed, I wouldn't have the results that I have now, or really have like taken it to the next level. So just know that, and know if you need that little kick in the butt, I will do that for you, because I want you guys to just be amazing. So the whole point of tonight's call, so make sure you just have like a little piece of paper if you want to like put stuff into your phone. So you guys know, I am going to Arizona in 2 weeks from today. And I want you all there with me next year. So what does that mean? Maybe you've heard me talk about this and you're like, I have no idea how she got that trip. I don't know I'm sure a lot of you follow different Beachbody coaches. Rhonda is on a free Success Club trip. She earned it. Like oh my God, I'm having severe FOMO. I'm like, why am I not on that? But you guys can be on that next year as well, or probably would be 2 years. Cause next year's Punta Cana. But there are different things. And it's so funny, when I ended up earning this trip to Arizona, I was like, I don't know what job gives you a trip, because I've never, Christine and she still works at ShopRite, but I used to work there. Like, they'd be like, good job. Good. You've been there 10 years. Here's nothing. Like, it's just funny. Like it just blew my mind. And I'm sure a lot of you, I don't know, unless you guys work in amazing places, but I've never been with a company who rewards you with trips. So this was a really big eye opener. And I was like, I was talking to Rhonda and the diamonds that are going, and we kind of were coming up with ideas because we want more of you guys there next year. So you guys can all come with me next year to Arizona. So what does that look like? So to be a diamond, that is how you would come to Arizona next year. So what does that mean? So that means that you have 4 coaches on each side. So I don't know if you guys have heard. So there's a right leg and a left leg. So this is probably backwards to you guys, but there's a right leg and a left leg. So you have 4 coaches on each side, 2 of which are emerald. So that means that they have 2 coaches underneath of them under the emeralds. So 4 coaches on each side, 1 on each side have 2 coaches under them. So this is why it's really, really important to sign your significant other, because he, she, whoever, best friend, mom, dad, I don't know. They are like an automatic in. You get them because then you can control their business center. So I control all of Mike's stuff. That is how he got to Emerald. That is, Danielle worked her ass off and she's like almost at Diamond. So she did that, but she's my other Emerald. And it's easy. Emerald is 2 coaches. 2 coaches. Morgan, you're close. You need 1 more. Brianna, you need 1 more. It's 2 coaches. You can think right now, probably in your mind, who would benefit from being on this journey with you. And it's just about, sharing your journey. So when I first started, I was like, oh my God, okay, I need to put everything needs to have Beachbody on it. Everything needs to say Shakeology. Everything needs to do this. And that is like far from it. Far from it. So when you really want to take this next step, I know a lot of you have done it so far, it's your coming out post. So it allows people to know that you are a Beachbody coach, that you are taking this journey. You share a little bit of your story and say, I'm taking this journey. If you want to come with me, like X, Y, and Z, this is how you join me. And then you just start sharing, but you don't need to eat, sleep, and breathe that you're just a Beachbody coach. I want to see Danielle's dog. Like, I want to see that she's something other. Like, she shares a lot of her Jeep stuff. So there's other things that you can share. And that is something that I, in the beginning, was like, okay, I need to just share that I work out and that I do that. Like, that's boring. Like, people don't want to just see that. They don't want to just, like, I always make sure I'm like, eventually, like, people are going to be tired of just like seeing me like flex with my abs. Like, okay, they know I have abs, whatever. It's not even about me anymore. It's more now just about me telling my story, about my struggles on the days that I don't want to show up, on the days that are just freaking hard and just suck. Like, when we're just going through stuff. But that comes with time. That doesn't mean that you just start sharing like your deepest, darkest secrets. That's not it at all. But depending on who you follow, and if I'm sure you guys follow me, I share little by little. I share silly things. I share Sarge, you guys probably see all the time. Like, just little things about my life that that doesn't make sense. I'm someone other than just a Beachbody coach. So at first I was like, oh my gosh, I just need to share that. But people want to see other things. They want to see that you're a teacher. They want to see that you do amazing, fun things on the weekend and such like that. So there's a lot of different angles that you can take, but it really starts with your coming out post. So it's making that post, allowing people to know that you are able to be reached, that they can contact you. Because if not, then they're going to be like, all right, she's getting really good results, but I guess I can't join her because I have no idea. So I was talking to a bunch of the girls that I'm going with to Arizona, and we are going to be forming a group. So this group is a huge push to Diamond, like Diamond in 30 days, which can easily happen. And I know this probably, if you're like new or haven't really been like understanding like the business side of things, it can happen. It really can. When I finally hit Diamond, I hit Diamond in, I think I needed to sign like 4 or 5 coaches. I hit it in a week. And then because I decided, I was like, this is what I want. This is what I'm going to do. There are no ifs, ands, or buts. You're talking to me, you're going to sign up. And it's not about selling. They're not going to sell to you. They're not going to buy into Beachbody. They're buying into you. They're buying into the person that they are going to trust. I have people, for example, I don't know Emily. She connected with me through social media. So if she just was buying into the Beachbody crap, she could have talked to anybody, but she found that connection with me for some reason. So when you're sharing your stories, it's not just like, okay, I'm going to drink my shake and see the Shakeology. Yep, that's what I'm drinking. No, don't do that. I never, if you guys really see, like, I rarely, even like my blender bottles, like even when I pour my shake, I never show it. It allows people to ask, what are you drinking? What are you doing? Allow conversation to happen. You don't have to say, all right, I'm doing 21-day fix, total body fix today. No, say I did a freaking intense ass workout, and then people will be like, oh, what'd she do? She just burned like 400 calories. Like, what? Allow for questions. Allow that to happen. So this whole push to diamond call, I am like dead serious about it because I want more of you with me next year. I want you to earn trips. I want you to earn income. I know all of you, for the most part, work full time or work a lot. So if this is just a side hustle for you, that's fine. But the girls that I am going to take with me in this group, not literally, I'm going to pick you up and take you with me. I want you guys to be super serious about this because this is I did not have this really. So this is a really cool thing because not only you're going to be working with me, you're going to be working with Rhonda and all of the other diamonds who are very, very successful. So we are going to start April 8th. And this isn't something that you have to feel like, oh my gosh, it's another thing on my list. This is just something that you're just going to make it a part of your day. If you see me, I mean, my job is flexible, but I still work 40 hours a week. I still do that. And I still have a house that I need to like take care of. So it's just finding the time for you. So don't think that like, oh my gosh, okay, I'm in this group and I need to like do everything. But April 8th, we're going to start. So there's a few like logistic things that we're going to do. So basically to be in this group, you are going to make and send me a like 2-minute video, nothing over, saying why you should be in this group. Why should I pick you to be in this group, to push to diamond? Because when I'm picking you, I am putting all of my love and attention on you guys. If you guys notice, like I care deeply about you all, like to the point of like when people just end up like and leave and quit, like it hurts. It really does because I love it. I love what I do. So it never feels like a job to me. But when I take that extra time to check in on you or see how you're doing, and then you kind of just like ghost me and just like leave, like I don't have time for that. Like I'm going to work with people who really, really want this. And maybe that sounds harsh, but I really, really want you guys to be super successful. So that is something. So a 2-minute video of why you want to be in my group, why you want this diamond, what does that mean to you? And it could just be something simple, like just something that you really want to hit. It could be that you want to earn a free trip, whatever it is. I want you to just tell me. So you can make a little video. You can just send it to me. And I'll like write all this stuff out so you guys can have it. But if you want to write it down too, that's good. So there'll be like a little application thing that we're going to send. I don't have that yet. So just keep your eye out for that. There'll be a push call. So this will be really cool, which this was once like a while back and I wasn't able to be on it, with Danielle Natoni. If some of you follow her, she's one of I think she's like number 10 in the company. But that is Rhonda's upline coach. So we would be able to have a call with her. And I think she said it might be like a one-on-one call. So you would have that amazing feedback and information from one of the top 10 coaches of the company. We're pushing for Diamond in 30, and then you are able to be at the Diamond Retreat next year in Arizona. So just those little things are absolutely amazing. So I want you guys to really just think about this. If this is something that you really want, because I know a lot of you have reached out to me about the business side of things, and you guys are so dedicated and motivated just in general in your life. And I feel like that's probably why a lot of you have reached out to me, because we're very similar. And you guys can do this like easily. In 30 days, like sometimes it sounds, I talk about it all the time. I'm like, oh my goodness, like it does sound scary. Like eventually, like when you grow, because yes, it's money. You will get that objection all the time. I still do. But I say, I just always put into perspective. Like it is $4 a day for a meal, your shake. however you eat it, as a breakfast, a snack, whatever. Like, I always get so frustrated when I see people at Starbucks spending like $6 on a coffee. That is probably crap for your body. So it's just different things that you have to put in a perspective of and make it sound amazing when they want to join you. Say, you're joining my VIP exclusive group. Like, yes, like you get to do all of this. Like, you can come with me to Arizona next year. Like, coaches who join you now can absolutely work towards that. They could be your rock stars. And if you do get hesitation or pushback, that is okay. It is a part of the journey. It is a part of this whole process. I have had coaches quit on me. I have had coaches literally say, okay, I'm signing up, and then they don't. It happens. But you want to find your people. And I think at first when you start, you just want to sign people because you're excited and you're just like, oh my God, okay, join me. But then you realize that some of those people are not your people. So when people quit, I'm just like, all right, they're not my people. It's okay. Like, you find your people. And I know, like, I already can tell, like, you guys are my people. But it's just funny, like, Danielle and Brianna have been with me, like, the longest. And, like, they just get, like, there's no question. I never have to worry about them. Never. Because I know they're going to do it. So that is what I'm looking for. I don't want to have to hold your hand all the time because I want you guys to grow. I want you guys to build your own team and get people under you who absolutely love and adore you and feed into you. I will always be there for support, but this is something that I really am taking seriously. And if you guys are selected for the group and I tell you guys to do something, if I say, like, okay, make sure Monday nights or Sunday nights or something like that, you're sharing like a really good post, and I don't see you doing it, it's going to be a pretty intense group. Not to scare anybody, but like to the point of like, we're putting all of our effort in to get you to that next level. So make sure that if we're telling you how to get here and you're not doing it, that just shows me that you don't really want it. So that is just like kind of how we're doing this group, just because we value everyone's time and I don't want to waste anybody's time as well, vice versa. So this is something that I'm really excited for because I know, like, all of you could be diamond. Like, there's no doubt. All of you could be emerald tomorrow. It's 2 people. It's 2 people. So this is what I want you guys to do. So I want you all to start making a list of just people that you think that have, like, I think, Beck, I think it might have been you saying that, like, someone at work, like, said, like, they could just tell, like, you look different. Like, it looks like you lost weight or something. People are going to start asking, regardless of whatever your journey is. And like Morgan freaking working out with her dad. I can't even take it. How cute it is. Like, love it. But those are things like people want to see. I was like, you never, oh my God, my dad would not be caught dead working out with me. Like, oh my God. But that is so cool to see. So like your journey and your sharing, you and your dad, like, that's amazing because, okay, I mean, obviously our dads are older and we're in our 20s. So like, how cool is that though to see, like, yeah, even though my dad's I don't know, like, even if he's like 50, like, look, I'm 26, like, we're still doing the same workout. Like, you can do it. It doesn't matter what age you are. It doesn't matter if you're a boy, girl, because a lot of us, obviously, as you can tell, are females. So I think sometimes guys think that like they're excluded, but if you have guys that want to join you, do it. Like, don't exclude anybody. But this was just something that I really want you guys to start just realizing how capable you are of this. Like, I'm no different than you guys. Rhonda's no different than me. She just has more time than me. She's been doing this for 6.5 years. I've been doing it for 7 months. So it's just the time. Like, it will happen, but you have to want to put the work in. And it's hard. Is it easy? No. I mean, the business is easy. Helping people on the journey, like posting on social media, like, they're not intense jobs where like you're out like in the sweltering heat, like doing stuff. It sounds so weird, but like someone said that the other day and I was like, oh my God, they're right. Like, I get paid to like post stuff on my social media. Like that, it's just crazy to think. So just really think, like, the business isn't hard. It just takes dedication, and it takes you really being consistent with your journey and you showing up and people saying like, okay, Danielle showed up today, but then like, I don't see her for like 5 days. All right, well, why would I want to work with her? I show up every single day, regardless. Some days are crazier than others, but I will show up. I will be there. People know that. and they're watching. Guys, they are watching. People are watching you right now, watching your stories. Like Christine and I talked about this the other day. People are watching, and randomly people, oh my God, the dogs. We need to have like a dog call. Like everyone needs to bring their animals. But yeah, like people are watching, and we talked about this, like people will just randomly message you and be like, hey, I've been following you for a while. And you're just like, what? I didn't even know that. Like, it's just interesting to see that people are watching what you're doing. Summer's coming. I know like that, I don't know if that's like a bad example, but like summer's coming. Like people are going to start pulling out their shorts, are going to start pulling out their tank tops, their dresses, all of that. And I don't know, if you haven't been consistent year round, you're going to be like, shit, I don't fit in anything. And that's the worst feeling ever, when you just bought shorts last year and they don't fit. Like, how crappy is that? So I think for me, I always start letting people know, like I'll make a post about it. Like even the warmer days, like this weekend, I think is supposed to be like 70. So like, that's such a good post. Like warmer weather's creeping up. Like, you know what I mean? And you don't have to make it salesy. Just make a post, like just make it you. You can look at mine, but tailor it to you. And I get a lot of my posts from my personal development. A lot of my posts come from this. It's like free posts in these books, like all of them. So I highly recommend, even if you're on your way to work, like Tony Robbins has really, really good ones on like YouTube. They're so good. Instead of listening to music, if you have 5-10 minutes while you're driving to work, put it on, listen to it. It's so helpful. It just like sets you on fire. Just like, oh shit. Like even if you're having a crappy day, like listen to personal development. Those are the days that you need it more. So I just want you guys to be really just cautious and aware of how much you guys can do and are just capable of so much. And I'm so excited. And I want you all to be there next. Oh, Audible is great. I listen to it on my commute from work. Yep. So Audible, yeah. If you guys don't really have time to like, I like to read, but like, this book goes by so quick. So that's good. But yeah, Audible is great. So just be aware, because I want you all to be there with me next year. Because I am like so excited to share and like come back and be able to share like my experience. I never thought like 7 months ago, I always saw these trips and I was like, how do I win a free trip? Who doesn't want a free trip? I don't really care who you are. Who doesn't want a free trip? And I was like, I need to do that. Like, what is happening? What am I doing wrong? And then it happened because I put the work in and I love it. You really have to love it. But I see you guys showing up and doing it, and you have all the right things. It's just really implementing and putting it into practice and just being like setting a goal, saying, okay, this is what I want. I'm going to do this. So here we are. So again, to hit Emerald, just because I know some of us are newer, to hit Emerald, it's 2 people. It is one on your left leg and one on your right leg. I think there might be a file, in the coach page. So I can always tag you guys in that. So it's one on the left, one on the right. Hey, Danielle, when did you want the video for the Diamond Group by? Probably sooner the better if we are starting the 8th. So we have the rest of this week, all of next week, and then the 8th. So we have still a decent amount of time. So probably by the sooner the better, but probably at least by next week. If this is something you want. So it's just a 2-minute video of why you want to be in the Diamond Group. Again, just super quick, 2 minutes, nothing crazy. And you will get like one-on-one, just everything. Like it'll just be so cool. It'll be really, really cool to see. And I'm excited because the other Diamond coaches are going to bring who they want, obviously, as well. So you guys will really get to know like all of these people who are pushing for the same goal. And that really helps kind of just to have that like back and forth of ideas and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I'm just so pumped for this year. And I'm like, it's almost April, but I just can't wait. And I'm excited to take, to just keep watching you guys, but really like the ones that like really want to like work the business. I want you guys to be successful. And if that's not your goal, and that's fine too, I will absolutely work with you all the time, no matter what. But if this is your goal to really to start earning money and income and getting those free incentives and getting your products paid for, this is the way to do it. It's super, super simple. Like once you lay it out, you're like, oh, all right, I could probably think of a few people. And then it just kind of starts trickling down. Then people start seeing what you're doing, and then you start getting results and all that. I can't take these babies. They like will distract me forever. I'll just like stare at the babies. But yeah, so we have like 7 minutes left. So does anybody have any questions? You can unmute your line if you have any questions, or just have anything else to add or anything. Nothing?
So on like my end,
yeah.
So like Emerald was super easy for me to hit, like, and especially with like, the whole, like, I feel like I say this a lot, but like the significant other or like your parents or something like that, like my dad's under me and my boyfriend's under me. Granted, my dad kind of came like way after, but trying to kind of convince people is it's not trying to convince them. It's a little bit difficult when you're trying to reach out to like newer people. Whereas if you have that little circle that you can kind of say, hey, I'm trying to work towards this. Would you mind helping me out type of thing? Which, I mean, my boyfriend didn't really have a choice, but like my dad drinks the shakes now. So, that was kind of a big thing. Or like your best friend that kind of sees you constantly changing. They're always a great start too. Cause I know, my friend Sarah, she's absolutely killing it, and she's working like 100+ hours a week now. And I mean, just finding that right person to like kind of tag team off of is like the best thing in the entire world. So I don't know if that really helps, but
yeah, no, it does. It really is. And it's like, it's just sharing your story. Cause I think at first I was so worried, like, oh my gosh, who's going to buy from me? I hate salesy stuff. I hate that. I hate it. Oh my gosh. When people message me and like ask me to join things, I'm like, well, you didn't even look at my Instagram. So bye. I do not like, if you don't even take the time to look at my Instagram, and I would not even be interested in what you're trying to sell. So don't sell. That's not it at all. It's just sharing what you're doing and making people able to ask questions. So it's not always being like, okay, I'm gonna have my Shakeology today. It's like, all right, I'm gonna go, like, I'm probably gonna post like me eating my Reese's peanut butter cups. People usually ask what they are because I'm not exactly saying what it is. So it's just really like making your post like suspenseful, I guess is a good word to use. But you guys can all do this. It's when they like finally like laid it out for me of like what I needed and stuff, I was like, all right, and good. Like write it down, like write your name at the top, write your 2 people on each end, and then kind of just go from there. Once you have those 2 people, it's like, all right, we got to keep going. I need 3 more on each side, and then I need 2 of them to hit Emerald. And one of them is going to be your significant other, mom, dad, whatever, because you can get them to Emerald. And then eventually to Diamond. So it's really just important to just be aware of who you're signing and finding your people, because it will happen. At first I was like, who's going to want to join me? I have no idea. Like, I don't really have the biggest transformation. Like, yeah, I'm in way better shape than I was, but I don't have a like 50-pound weight loss. Like, it's amazing. Like, I'm always amazed at like Christine's journey. Like, it's absolutely amazing. I will sit for hours and just be like, oh my God, she is freaking crazy. How does she, it's amazing. But it's just so cool to see. So everyone's journey is different, regardless of what it is. Like back, I know we talked about like you, like, I mean, we grew up playing sports. So like your goals are a little bit different. Like you really want to tone and just like lose a little bit. So it's just different. Like we're all different. Everyone's goals here are different, and that's totally fine. So just start sharing little by little, and people will eventually just fall in love with you and be like, all right, signing up. What do I have to do? And eventually you'll get to the point where people don't even ask how much it costs. They're just like, sign me up. All right, when and where? All right, we're good. Here's my credit card information. Here you go. Bye. Like that. They want it because they see you being the product of the product. They see the results happening. If I was like telling people to join me and I was like eating potato chips every day, no one's going to join me. Like that's just silly. So just be aware and just know that you guys are just amazing. And I love watching your journeys and stuff like that. And I can't wait for this group because it's going to be amazing. But regardless if this was something that you are interested in, do not feel pressured if you do not want to do that. But I know a lot of you have reached out to me about the business side of things. So just know that you are more than capable of doing this and being with me next year. And it'll be awesome. But anybody else have any questions or anything? And I will post this. This is recorded, so I will post this in our little group. But I'm so glad that you guys jumped on. But all right, if nobody has anything else, you guys can always reach out to me or text me if you have any questions about anything. All right? All right. I'll see you guys later. Bye.